Okay, another back from the boot fair. Went off at 4:30 or something crazy this morning. I think the alarm went off at 4:30. I left the house at 5. It's a great boot fair. Get in there, no queuing up or anything. Absolutely fantastic. But before I tell you all the wonderful stuff I got, I've had a bit of a pain this morning. I had sold box Wii, box of plastic rubbish, you know, all this sort of thing, and a Wii Fit board. I think it had gone for like 84 quid, 84.99. I was like, yes! Result. Local pickup. Haven't got a packet. Picked it up yesterday. Message this morning. It doesn't fit our telly. I had a SCART adapter and the composite cables in there. So, not wanting really to take it back, I rang round all the rabble I know. Well, the one rabble I know. And got hold of one of these. HDMI. Wii to HDMI, and they also were a bit kind of like they were giving it as a gift, and this box was a little bit tatty. And not only did that, I got them a new Wii Fit box, which was pristine. So I said, "Don't worry, I've sorted you all out. You can keep your wonderful order." But they didn't want it. The guy's just come round, and he says he's worried about those adapters burning, causing fires. What? Don't quite understand that. I think it's just changing mind. Anyway, I went through the Wii. It's the same Wii, got the same serial numbers, but just a bit of a pain. 3 refunds. It's a didn't like it or changed mind. So hopefully, I don't think that affects my metrics. But I'd rather have it sold than here. Anyway, let's get on to the back room and the table of loveliness and all the wonderful things upon it. And here are all the wonderful things upon the table of loveliness. I don't know what I'm talking about today. I think my brain's gone. The first thing I bought was this. I've had it before. I don't think it's that brilliant. It took a while to sell. I think when I had it before, I might not have had the game. This looks like it's sealed new, but I'll have to sort of have a quick look. I don't think it's high value by any means. It cost me 3 quid. Hey Dougie! I hope this works because I love Hey Dougie. We had a courier who used to deliver the hay for the guinea pigs, and his name was Dougie, so he was Hey Dougie. We always found that very, very funny. He cost £1. It's all right, isn't it? 8-track recorder. I've not bought an 8-track recorder since way back in the day when I was first reselling, and I picked one of these up with a load of 8 tracks, and one of them was a Pink Floyd quadraphonic one, which I sold for about 150 quid or 200 quid. I can't remember how much the 8-track went for. And the weird thing is, I've got 2 8-tracks. So I've not had them for like, probably 5 or 6 years. And suddenly I see 2 at the boot fair. They look in good condition. I won't be able to test it, I don't think, because I haven't got an 8-track. And I don't think I'm going to. I could stick a plug on it and see if the power goes into it. But they were 3 quid each. We have an Xbox One. It's still got the warranty seal on it, which looks good. The guy said he bought it for his brother, but his brother didn't come over. But he was a trader, so I don't know. I take that with a pinch of salt. No controllers. He wanted 30. I paid 20. It's got an HDMI cable and the power supply. So my kind of thinking is, well, the power supply will probably go, if it's broken, the power supply, if that works, will go for 15. Xbox. I have sold an Xbox One spares and repairs for 50, but I was pretty lucky with that. So I think at least 30 spares and repairs. But anyway, I'm sure it's going to work. If it works, not too sure how much an Xbox and a power supply goes for, Xbox One. If I could stick a controller with it, I would think sort of 90 to 100, but I'm not too sure. But that costs 20 anyway. Couple of model kits there. No idea what they are. I had a look inside. Oh, I didn't look inside this one. I looked inside this one. And it looks like it's part built. There we go. So we'll see how we go with that one. I did actually think it wasn't built at all. So, yeah. But that's me missing that at the boot fair. £3.50. So not huge amounts of money. I'm so tight, it's unbelievable. And talking of tight, how much would you pay for a soup maker after you've gleefully pointed out that it has no plug? It has no plug, you know. How much is this soup maker? Oh, it has no plug. £2. Can't go wrong with £2. A Seiko dictionary, English dictionary, thesaurus, and encyclopedia. Peter Stride had one of these. One thing I did do, I know the screen goes on them. Quite an easy fix, actually. Bit of a pain, but the fix is just to heat up where all the connection is for the LCD and try and stick it back down. May not be a permanent fix, but yeah, if you can, check you get a full screen. Sometimes you get like blank lines, but fixable. But you know, just a little bit of a time sink if you're going to do that. That was, I think, £1. £1 for the remote control. I got this because it's the one we have, and our one is always. I bought like a replacement for ours, which wasn't a Panasonic, so that's kind of like for us because we've got a hard drive DVD hard drive player. Fitbit. That was £6. I think they wanted 10, but I was wrangling away like I do. And the Hornby, I mean, I do like a Hornby, but normally I buy it new. I bought quite a lot of stuff new. I'm always hunting for Hornby, desperately hunting for Hornby sometimes, at the cost of trying to find anything else. But this was there. Engines rather than carriages, I think, is the key with a lot of this Hornby stuff. Apparently it's a limited edition. This was a tenner. I paid £7 for that. I think that should be good money, I think. But we'll see. I would think at least 30 or 40, could be a lot more, seeing as it's a limited edition. Got no idea on the Fitbit, actually. I did sell a Garmin watch ages ago, but I've never had one of them. These Xbox games came with the Xbox. So there we go. That'll just be bundled up. I'll have a quick look to see if any of them are worth it. Well, those two aren't worth anything, I don't think. I've got no idea about that one. The Garfield game I just got because it's kind of... Garfield is slightly collectible, I think. It's probably only worth about £7, but that was £1. Downfall, it's all there. I checked the bits are all there. Not a great box. Again, that would be like £7. That was £1 too. This Hulkbuster, this used to sell quite well, actually. I was reliably informed probably about a year ago that look out for these because they could be worth around about 30. Not anymore though. Say £8 to £10, but he only cost £1. But I got him just remembering, like, oh, I remember someone said that they're worth money, and at that price, you just give it a go. Give it a go. Right. Probably the most one of those buys that will probably grab the attention. Not necessarily the best buy profit-wise. And I'm going to leave it to you to tell me what you'd pay for this, because this is... I got in the boot fair, started walking around, and then I saw someone buy this. And I was like, oh no, a box Wii U. I wouldn't have minded having that. And he got this, and he got this as well. I was kind of like, I had one ear on the conversation. And I heard him talking about Game Boy, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, got to let it go. I saw him put it in a Sainsbury's bag. And, yeah, the usual thing of, for about the next 10 minutes, I'm thinking... Oh, Wii U, wish I'd got that. Wish I'd got there like 2 seconds earlier. And I did think, right after he bought it, shall I go and offer him some money for it? And I thought, no, just forget it. But probably about 40 minutes later, I saw the Sainsbury's bag. And I thought, well, I wonder if he would want to sell it. So I started chatting to him. And he did, obviously, sell it to me. So I want you to tell me in the comments... I won't tell you how much he paid. I'm not too sure, actually, but I've got an idea. But maximum price, how much would you have paid for this and how much would you have paid for this? And this came with, it's got all, it's got the one controller, the screen controller. It's got the game. Apparently, this limited pack is worth a bit. It's got all the power supply for the controller, power supply for the Wii U, charger for the controller, all the bits, probably extra bits as well. So how much would you have paid for that off someone? Not how much would you want to get it for? Because if I saw that, I would like, oh, it would be great if I could get that for 20 quid. What is the maximum you would have paid for that? And what is the maximum you'd have paid for that? And what do you think reselling you'd get for that? I've kind of gotten... I've sold, selling Wii U's boxed, I think has got to be at least 70 or 80. But this is a limited edition pack and there's 2 games as well. So, I could be like looking over 100, maybe. I don't know because I haven't looked it up. And again, Game Boy in colours. The Pokemon, off the top of my head, I think would sell for around 25. The Game Boy Colour, I don't know, 40, 50. Tell me if I'm wrong on that. I haven't sold one for a long time, and this one's in very good condition. So I've got one exactly the same, but in slightly not as good condition. So I'll probably sell that. So let me know what the maximum you would have paid for these is, and what you think it will get on eBay. And like I say, I think I've got them at a good price, but profit-wise, and it's always the way with this gaming stuff, it's not necessarily the best profit. Probably the best profit here will be, if that works, that might be 20 quid to 80, possibly. If that works, or that will probably sell for, like, after research, I imagine more than 40, possibly 50, maybe, from 7. And that was 6 quid. This is probably one of the best pickups. Like, for £1 for that, I'd probably go for about like 30, 40 quid. Maybe. And the Soup Maker, of course, £2. I've got a plug for that. And of course, HW. I'm sure that will probably go for like 15-ish, something like that. So from £1, not too bad at all. Anyway, that's your lot. Let me just turn around. Hope you enjoyed that. That was I enjoyed the boot fair this morning. Like I say, straight in, getting around and getting stuff. I did go to a jumble sale yesterday. It was absolutely rubbish. And in actual fact, me and Peter Ray turned up at the wrong place. And he's got some footage of it. Us looking lost by a church. It was not at the church, but it was in the church hall, which was in a completely different place, about half a mile away, which was fun. So I turned up an hour early at the church, but by the time I got to the church hall, I was at the back of the queue and got 3 puzzles and an old Mastermind and a disc holder. So hardly worth showing you at all. But anyway, if you did like this haul, do click the thumbs up. Do sub if you're not subbed. And take care, and I hope to see you soon. Take it easy.